Hello everyone, this is Rutzel 2021B, organised by Fruit Strike, and I am playing tstonio. I get to be USSR, which is great, because the last time I saw a USSR game, it was me getting smashed in the face by turn 3. But, you know, it was a long time coming. And we've got a lot of options in this opening hand, with D-Style and Duck and Cover. Nice. I kind of want to D-Style one into France to take France with Duck and Cover. But we'll open 4-4-1. I mean, as dirty as a D-style, I suppose the problem with D-style is getting defected, isn't it? So maybe we need to be more circumspect. Truman, Comic-Con Duck and Cover, Europe scoring, NASA captured Nazi, and yeah. All right, so yeah, fear of defectors is the reason not to go for Europe scoring. In which case, Europe scoring is probably the headline to not give them a chance to fill it with de Gaulle. And we just have to hope we event captured Nazi before they get a space off, etc. So the risk-averse play is definitely Europe scoring. The risk-loving play would be D-style. I suppose the problem is we have precious little influence to spread around. We'd have to lose Syria, potentially. And we'd have to play into South Africa and Chile in order to try and stabilize. So yeah, I think it's probably a bad idea. We'd be trading a lot of mid-war equity for that early war attempt on Europe. So we'll ditch Europe scoring. We'll be incredibly risk averse. Not to say boring. Oh, and they gave us Romanian abdication. Ouch. Ah, well. Right, so what we want to do is make sure we get that out of Romania before they event independent Reds. So let's see if they counter coup Iran. Here it comes. Ah, it's big. Okay, so we'll coup with Truman Doctrine before it becomes a problem on Panama to get DEFCON down. Good result. Now we have a lot of things we want to do at once. First is use D-style before Romanian influence gets corrupted. Second is event captured Nazi before they get off to space. Okay. So we'll D-style now. We'll go one Thailand, one Angola, one Algeria for France, one Venezuela. Not great, but good enough. We're going to get one of Thailand or France here. They should take Thailand because France has filled. Europe scored. That's what I mean. It would help if I actually spoke a common language. We do still have De Gaulle and Suez to go, which is helpful. Ah, well, that's not helpful. So the problem with using US-Japan is we immediately give Asia domination. So we're gonna take China back, tie them back with the China card. Frustrating though that is. And we may end up using US-Japan on Korea. And with Suez and De Gaulle still in the deck, we'll worry about France later. Fidel to space. It goes, so we'll worry about capture Nazi later as well. Let's also take Korea. And we will finish the turn with NASA, because we might use duck and cover if we get a war card to cover Thailand next turn. But yeah, not exactly off to the races here. Come on, be good. Alas, that's the opposite of good. And that's one less war card in the deck as well. Yeah, a little backed into a corner here. We'd want to event NASA or captured Nazi, and if they do something in Asia, we kind of have to respond. Even playing into Jordan is annoying. And we have to watch out for the 5-year plan CIA duck and cover gambit next turn. But we'll be ready for that. Alright, what are you doing? In the end, that's the best result for us, because we can now event NASA to flip Egypt. And they may move into Burma. But we can move into Afghanistan to take Pakistan. Ah, okay. Now what we want for them to do is to forget to play back into Israel or Syria, and we can duck and cover coup Lebanon to clear them out the Middle East. So if they do something greedy like tapping one of my battlegrounds and moving into Burma. Not a great opening turn. Nice to get D-Star off, but obviously very precious few points on the board. France obviously is super contested. Now I need to Gaul in the deck. Goes for France and Burma. Oof. So, Asia scoring in the headline. Duck and cover coup Lebanon for Middle East domination. We give up 3 VP. But we're in great shape elsewhere on the board. Yeah? Okie dokie. And if they use the China card to break or flip, so be it. We can be ready for it. But we're giving up 3 VP for a swing of several, plus Milops if they don't have Indo-Pakistani war. So I quite like this. Containment going for bonus ops. Yeah, I've not missed any. Right, duck and cover coup Lebanon. Give up 3 VP. Gain back 5 plus the Milops. Next up, move into Afghanistan and overprotect Thailand. I think we're going to want to hold Marshall Plan to see if we can get you an intervention in the reshuffle. That's not a card I'm eventing. And I may use Eastern European Unrest because I'm actually gaining an op there, because they can only remove 2. Spacing defectors to save a VP. So what do I expect to see here? Move to India. Fill France. Insta-flip Thailand. Which is great for me after a scoring card's been. Oh! Whoops! Well, now we've got 4 ops to spend. Let's see if I can come back from that. Clumsy. 1 in Afghanistan. Well, that was embarrassing. Right, so we want access to Pakistan, definitely. So let's take Iran so that if we do fill Pakistan, we don't end up getting blown out by Indo-Pakistani war. Yeah, okay. And next turn, we'll use Eastern European Unrest to take Pakistan and Afghanistan. Drop Middle East scoring. Event captured Nazi space defectors. Blockade we're not so worried about. We'll probably keep that for late war. Shocking behaviour. Well, yes, now I'm rooting for de Gaulle, having frigged up Europe. And we've still got 5-year plan, NATO, nuclear test ban, purge, socialist governments, and Warsaw Pact in the deck. So, nice work. Yeah, Marshall Plan really totally frigged me up, didn't it? What a muppet. Just handing out points like they're going out of fashion. Ugh. Okay, so now they're in. What have I got to lose? I mean, I don't have anything to gain. I'm just going to have to play it now. What a smeghead. Oh well. Valuable lessons learned about not playing tired. Deary, deary, dear. There's still plenty of game left for me to turn this one around, but that's certainly cut myself off at the knee. Real smooth. Yep. That's all fine. If you're going to do it, it's got to be a 1 in 6. Oh yeah, I'm definitely not blockading on a turn they're contained as well. So I think the turn's probably going to go, depending on what they do, event capture Nazi space defectors. If they do nothing to destabilize Pakistan, etc. Maybe I want to keep hold of defectors through the reshuffle. So yeah, probably event captured Nazi and then use blockade for an op. They're of course going to find it very easy to dominate Asia if they do take India by tapping one of my underprotected battlegrounds, AR6. So we have to try and dodge Asia scoring as well. Well, that's probably the dumbest thing I've done on this game for a long time. Buku ops. Fine, looking to get into Tunisia. We can live with all that stuff, so we'll just capture Nazi. And finish with blockade. If they do move into Tunisia, we get a non-battleground to attack. I mean, they're back in the Middle East. I totally shat the bed there, so there we go. If I get de Gaulle, I may yet get away with it. Yeah, we'll boost East Germany and Poland 5 each. Put 1 in Austria for adjacency. 2 Italy. And let's see what they do with 4 ops here. Such greed. I think jamming Pakistan wouldn't be so bad. Very conservative. Just splashing influence around. We'll overprotect Pakistan. So sensible AR6 here would be to spend 3 ops tapping North or South Korea and filling a non-battleground in Europe, because that way you dominate 2 battlegrounds, 2 regions in 1 action round. Formosa can still go off to give me a headache as well, of course. So we're kind of hoping I get dealt that. Vietnam revolts, little bland. Doesn't allow them to do both things. Oh, it does allow them to do both things, and they do neither. Great. So now we really want Europe scoring in the headline before they can do something. Well, we get Formosa, which I suppose is the best bit. And we've got defectors, so I guess purging them isn't a bad idea. They unfortunately have decol and Indo-Pakistani War. Man, I've not been paying attention. Well, I think I have. Socialist government's 5-year plan, Indo-Pakistani War, decol, independent Reds, and CIA all haven't gone, so they must be in their hand. Okay, well, it's confusing to me because that makes my hand look lopsided, but what are you going to do? Arab-Israeli War, Cambridge 5, NORAD. Oh, I've got 5-year plan. That explains it. Good. So I got dealt Purge, Nuclear Test Ban, 5-year plan, Formosa. And they must have been holding 2 cards from the China card. Okay, yeah, that adds up in a weird way. I think Purge is the play here, right? Yeah. And if they play CIA to drop DEFCON, we've still got Arab-Israeli War for our Milops. Well, we've at least staved off Asia domination, even if I've made a real hash up of Europe. NATO's the only 4-op card. CIA, there it is. Perfect information. So coup on Zaire. With NATO the only 4-op card in the deck, we have an option to jam France to 3-3 and then jam it again with a 4-op card and try and race ahead. It's kind of suicidally stupid at times, I think, especially as we might have to use NORAD for that purpose. So I probably won't, but Europe is in a bad way. Yep. Sensible. We'll event Arab-Israeli War and get our Milops before we do anything else. And we also managed to flip it, which is nice. May want to hold the Cambridge 5. So spacing Formosa, definitely. Probably spacing NORAD. Well, this game has suddenly, since turn 2, become into an object lesson of how can you try and win a game when you have screwed up monumentally. So we'll see whether or not I can get luck to swing my way after stupidity has swung at the other. So, they've got 7 cards. We know 5 of them. SOCGov, Indo-Pakistani War, Olympic Games Decol, and Independent Reds. In order to avoid giving up a Milop, they have to use Indo-Pakistani War. Yeah, Tone, okay. So maybe, given they're under Purge, Socialist Governments is effectively a negative op card for them. We're hoping they haven't been dealt Comecon, Duck and Cover, East European Unrest, and NATO. So we're going to use nuclear test ban, and we are going to jam France and try and get ahead there. So this is where they show NATO, and I look like an idiot. But if they don't, then things suddenly look all the more good. Oh, and nuclear test ban. Good, one op isn't enough. So we will use the China card to assure ourselves of France, and we're not using NORAD. So that's a small relief. So Space Formosa, hope to get it. Space NORAD, use defectors, hold 5-year plan to chuck something dirty, and maybe Cambridge 5 headline if we don't get a good mid-war card. We are at extreme risk of Voice of America clearing us out of the rest of the world. Yeah, one op decol. That was one of their cards. Yeah, so Space Formosa. Please hit. Yes! We'll see what their remaining card is, of course. So go, please miss, please miss, please miss. Oh dear. So now we have to use the Cambridge 5 and defectors. Overprotect our battlegrounds in Asia. I think AR6, I'm going to tap Libya with the Cambridge 5 as protection against Sadat, making sure we don't get cleared out of the Western Middle East. So the scoreboard flatters going into mid-war, ahead in Europe and the Middle East, level in Asia, and with about 6 VP on the board. In reality, it could have been so much more, and I really, really crapped the bed. But such is life. We grow, and we learn. What's your AR6? Shutter Diplomacy is a really bad card for us as well, thanks to Asia being 3-all. Although Thailand's only a 50-50 brush war away from looking good. So we'll be looking to space NORAD, or if we get Quagmire, obviously use NORAD and then immediately Quagmire them to cancel it. And we'll be looking to 5-year plan away Asia, Southeast Asia, Africa if it gets worse. We really have to hope we don't get Voice of America. Fidel. That's nice. Okay, here we go. Central America scoring is good for us. Lone Gunman is nice. Cuban Missile Crisis, coup Cameroon. All options. I'm probably going to put Lone Gunman back in the deck. But it means we can ask not on the end step. Central America and Cuban. So, the upshot of Cuban Missile Crisis is negated to some extent. Well, maybe it's not. Because that goes off before Hunter, for example. Although, they're just going to drop in. If we cube missile crisis, we can then coup Cameroon. Although if we lone gunman, we can see their whole hand. Try and coup Zaire. So I think it's between Cuban Missile Crisis and Lone Gunman. But if we Lone Gunman, we can coup Zaire and fill South Africa if their hand's not totally menacing. Ooh, choices. We're not going to get Central American control. The upshot of Cuban Missile Crisis is we could fill Nicaragua and Haiti as well. Yeah, let's go Cuban Missile Crisis and keep Lone Gunman going. Now they can't coup. They get flower power, which they're probably going to use, but not to coup. So, what will they do? Nigeria and flip Angola? That's a kick in the teeth for us. So we'll space Comic-Con, use ARS not AR6 and 5-year plan AR7. Africa is total garbage now. Yeah, I go one Nigeria, flip Angola, which is disgusting. AR1, I guess we go Nicaragua, Haiti, Panama to maximize Central America. Then if they do crazy stuff to Africa, we might just end up swapping scoring cards, which is unpleasant but bearable. I also need to get into South America before something tragic happens. Okay, overprotecting, so they're looking to realign instead. What do we think? Getting realigned out is not good. So we will instead overprotect Angola and threaten our own realign in South Africa. Yeah, that'll do for starters. So Cultural Revolution, Nicaragua, Haiti, Panama. Lone Gunman, Venezuela. Central America scoring, Space NORAD, Arsenal AR6, 5-year plan AR7. You can have a crack at Angola now, but I don't expect you to be very successful. And I also don't expect you to take 2 out of West Germany just to coup Botswana. We will, of course, have a coup because we do want to snag Milops this turn if they're not going to cancel the coup. Oh, Hunter, that's rubbish. At least they didn't hit. So we'll go Venezuela, Panama, Nicaragua. Now they should cancel the coup. Cancel the Cuban Missile Crisis, that is. They may just play into Mexico, which gives them 2 VPs, so it drops it to 4 from 6. I suppose actually, well, let's see. 2 in Mexico? Yeah. Okay. We'll take Central America scoring now. But Space NORAD is next on the menu. Hopefully they won't think to space, because the 2-0 square is quite juicy. 1716, 1816. What have I missed? Let's see. Dependent Reds, gone. Nuclear test ban. I think I accidentally put that back in the deck. Duh me. Right. So. Okay, this we're going to live with. If they've got Middle East scoring, well done them. That we can't live with and is very frustrating. Well, that's fortunate that we still have adjacency. We are immediately going to use Ars Not. And we'll look to use Lone Gunman and 5-year plan to cover a bit more of the Middle East. But shuttle diplomacy now is a major threat to us. Quagmire and, didn't get to see the other card, Muslim Rev. Glad we didn't event NORAD now. Yeah, just those two. Well, let's hope they picked up We Will Bury You and Che or something. Oh, I was going to get a coup off, wasn't I? Salt Purge. Classic play. Nicely done. Okay, so we coup Nigeria and fail. And we'll try it again. Oh, well done. Going Angola for control. Doesn't quite get there. So, we'll go Algeria and to Iraq for domination. So in the end, they get a VP for Milops, despite being under Cuban Missile Crisis all turn. And we know there's a fighting chance we're going to get purged next turn. So let's hope we get Missile Envy. This is looking decidedly precarious. Oh, please miss. Good. Small misses. We both miss in space. Europe's good for us. South America's not great for us. Boy, there's a lot that could go wrong with this hand. Okay, so we're thinking we're probably going to get purged, right? So Asia scoring, hold a big card for cooing South America. If they play Yasuri here, then jolly well, or ABM, then jolly well done to them. I feel like they're telegraphing purge. Lads. In which case, no, that can't be better than clearing them out. Only on a 1. Okay, let's beat a 1. Come on, dice gods. Excellent. So now we just have to dodge OAS. And ABM. So we go South America, space VOA, Europe. Try and last the turn. Hold John Paul. Oh, for goodness sake. Ah, they got greedy. So we'll go for domination. Because they can't fill battlegrounds and coup Colombia. They may use a 4-op card here for neutrality, which would be sad. We'd prefer them to coup, I think. Yeah. Boo. Okay. We'll go off to space first. Oh. Blech. Probably. Oh, there's Africa. Probably should have scored South America and just been greedy. But I wonder if that's right. But there's a question. Should I just have scored South America for like 5 VP and given up domination later on? Looks like I'm looking forward to getting purged next turn. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Yeah, take 2 VP. Not going to get domination in a lifetime there following my punt on Marshall Plan. Special relationship will tap the UK. I may hold Brezhnev and event John Paul, as annoying as it is. Just keeping Poland topped up against Solidarity may prove easier. And if I headline Brezhnev next turn and get purged, it's not the end of my world. The deck is looking very blue. Lots of overprotects, that's fine. So let's instead do that. Because NATO's not in effect. And then next turn we'll do John Paul. Oh, maybe we won't. Maybe we'll put 3 into Israel. Okay. Yeah, let's put 3 into Israel. And hold John Paul. Ugh. Uh-oh. Well, that ain't good. ABM treat is nice. And we'll get purged before we get... We'd get purged before we got bear trapped, wouldn't we? So I think that's the headline. Ugh. It's not good at all. I mean, actually, it could be worse. Africa's already in a state. So, we know they've got Purge in their hand. If we blockade them, we need to see OPEC, Yasuri, Bear Trap, and Shuttle Diplomacy out the hand first. Okay, so we'll coup on Thailand, since we might not get another chance. It's a 5 or a 6. Maybe we won't. We'll coup on Libya to regain domination. Great. And then next up, we'll coup on Nigeria, and then hope to set up realigns on South Africa in due course. Although, of course, tapping Botswana and Algeria wouldn't be a bad idea. We've got Portuguese Empire crumbles, which might encourage them to spew a 3-op card reflipping Angola, which in turn might allow us to blockade them nicely, so we shall see. Alliance for Progress costs more than I'm prepared to give up, so... Okay, they've got Southeast Asia scoring. That's unquestionably what that play's all about. I think we're going to have to use Nixon plays the China card on Nigeria and hope not to roll a 1, because I want to keep my 3-op cards. Oh, that's good. Yeah, somehow still keeping track of everything. So Southeast Asia scoring is going to drop for a boatload. Not a lot that can be said about that. But next up is realigns on South Africa. And then if they play into Saharan states, we can use Che. We want a space alliance and hold John Paul, I think. But first we want to count the 3-op cards. Because if there's a chance, even a chance we can turn a 1-op card into removing 4 from West Germany, we'll do it, even if Europe's not a massive prerogative. If we do and they don't immediately refill it and we can take it, then Italy's only a brush away from control after all. Although again, that's a pipe dream thanks to Marshall Plan taking all the non-battlegrounds. Misplay of the year for me. Where's this going? Okay, now's a great time for us to take those rear lines on South Africa then. Come on. Come on. What a waste of time and money. Now if they use the 3-up card, we just event Portuguese Empire crumbles. Miss, 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 miss. Oh, they didn't miss. Let's try again. I'm greedy. And apparently, cannot roll for toffee. There's a waste of 6 ops. Net bonus of +1. A 3-op card removes 3 influence 73% of the time. And we've just tried twice to no avail. We'll just refill there. So nuclear subs and kitchen debates go. Wow, that was total trash. So we'll Space Alliance, event Portuguese Empire probably at this point, although we don't need to worry about control thanks to Nigeria. Okay, we'll put 1 in, because what's the point? There are now no red cards in the deck, which is terrifying. Usuri, Bear Trap, Shuttle Camp, Puppet, Omit, Panama, and then Summit Middle East, Missile Envy in Southeast Asia, which we think they're holding because they jammed Southeast Asia. Oh. Well, now Angola's overprotected. I'm like fully sunk cost fallacied. Good times. Good times. Laughs had by all. South Africa is 100% invested in capitalism. So we're going to Space Alliance for Progress, because I'm not giving up 3 VP. Oh, you're going to do your own, huh? You're going to show me how it works? No, you're not either. Well, that's something. Space Alliance for Progress. We get a whole 0 VP for our trouble, and then we'll use Blockade to overprotect France, because that is something of a problem brewing. Okay, well, realignments are clearly balked for the game. Botswana? Oh no. Okay, that's bad. But they, in the end, we got a good result there. Overprotect France, that'll do. Maybe Blockade can come back in late war, then they're not expecting it. Still holding Purge. Do we see Southeast Asia scoring? Because if we don't, we might get lucky and see it with 5-year plan in the reshuffle. Ooh. That ain't a shabby AR7 play. All of the scoring cards. They've got missile envy and bear trap and purge, so that's a problem for us. And shuttle diplomacy. Oh my god. So they've got bear trap, shuttle diplomacy, purge, puppet governments, and missile envy. We can only hope they'll purge us to bear trap us, and we can get Middle East scoring off before shuttle diplomacy. I think that has to be our play, right? Yeah. Good. So now we will coup Mexico with a 1-op card. Yeah, because otherwise we're in the trap all turn, aren't we? Because we're purged and we've only got SOC Gov. We can't really afford that. So we'll coup Mexico. We want a 5 or a 6 here, please. Well short of our desired target there. So we're going into late war, looking to win with war games, and just about no other way. It'll be a card timing question. If we don't get put in the trap this turn, we may as well use Formosa. Because they've got shuttle diplomacy as well. No, they just go straight for it, right. We've got to be out with SOC Gov or we are doomed. They do not know how lucky we are. What did I get in the reshuffle? Formosa. Yeah, I think we have to resign ourselves to Asia here and go Central America, Southeast Asia, can't space, event and repair Camp David by retaking Israel, event and repair Panama Canal returned after Central America scoring has scored. I can't even event and repair, right? So we event and repair Venezuela. So the 1-op we use in Formosa is Venezuela or Panama. And we're going to give up 6 VPs over there and regain 2 VPs over there. We can't do anything about Asia. At least it can't be controlled. So we'll go Central America first. Yeah, we're probably not winning this game. In the end, Marshall Plan probably didn't help, but we weren't going to hit 20 VP with a presence-less Middle East, I guess. And they would have had time to get back in. So while it was awful, it probably wasn't the deal-breaking game. Yeah. All right. I don't know. Yeah. Southeast Asia score is not getting any worse. So the question is, no, we need to protect. No, we're just giving up on Asia. Hmm. Oh, well, they got blockade in the reshuffle. We will bury you gone. Fine. It is what it is. So next up is Formosa overprotecting Venezuela, so we can then Panama Canal returned protecting Panama. I suppose in Asia there's still a world where I can flip Thailand with ABM and India with the Indo-Pakistani War. I just don't think that world comes around very often. For Camp David, I may well just take a coup off to get the second mill-op. Taiwan and South Korea, fine. So Panama Canal returned, repairs Panama. If you missile envy me now, I give Camp David and coup with missile envy, and I'm no worse off giving up the VP anyway. But yeah, with both the regions I'm doing all right in. Okay. Having scored, I am pretty doomed here. So we'll Camp David, coup Cameroon. They should counter coup if they want mill-ops, but maybe they don't. They've got puppet governments left. So Nicaragua, Haiti wouldn't be too bad for them. But I am not getting to the War Games threshold, barring a miracle. Yeah. Standard. Okay, so cooing Zaire. Start with the reformer, I guess. So that we can render the 2-op ABM Glasnost unplayable for them. AFP still worth 3 VP, which is 3 more than I can afford. Cambridge 5. Africa scoring. Comecon Alliance, De Gaulle, Iran, Contra. I suppose we can go 2 Turkey, 2 Greece. Oh, that's not good for us. You're going to go to DEFCON 2? Or are you going to go to DEFCON 4? DEFCON 2. Okay, so we will dominate Europe. Okay, we're going to use Cambridge 5 to do that because I can't see immediately a place I want to put a second op in Europe. We now have to 5-year plan Africa, which means using these other cards. So we're hoping they spend a 4-op card, a 3-op card, sorry, to take Germany and Canada. So let's do a little bit of ops racing in Europe, just to put the wind up them. We can take another with De Gaulle. Benelux. Oh, adjacency, very clever. We'll keep going. I'm honestly okay to a greater or lesser extent with this kind of posturing. Ooh, how about now? Okay. Now I crap out. Will Space John Paul because Alliance could be 2v per... No, I think Alliance is still worse, right? Because John Paul, we can just overprotect the hell out of stuff. Yeah. Space Alliance, we get to headline peak unless they do something. With John Paul, we will overprotect. I mean, tear down this wall in France is an absolute disaster, isn't it? So that's still going to come and haunt us. Ah! Nothing like having one small step in the reshuffle at the right time, eh? Lovely. Right, we'll overprotect Europe against tear down this wall and John Paul and Solidarity. Just throw it all. Now you can discard Lone Gunman as well, which is nice for you. It was right to event the Reformer then. So, 5-year plan Africa, Czechoslovakia? Austria, I guess. Because getting Europe domination to try and win with war games is still our best out, especially now they can throw away Lone Gunman. Miss. If they hadn't missed, we could have ditched Africa scoring for cheap. But we probably want to ditch it now anyway. So Europe Dom, please. But yeah, we need a combination of like Cultural Revolution, Aldrich Ames, and them holding Lone Gunman. Ugh, that's not good. Okay. Well. Ooh, what about nuclear test ban to DEFCON 5, realign West Germany, and then Italy at +1, hoping not to get realigned out of France so he can go for Europe control. That's insane. And at this point, insanity is the only thing that's going to save me, right? Star Wars is a DEFCON suicide card. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, why would you? Okay, so now we have to use ABM Treaty to get up to DEFCON 5 to do crazy stuff in Europe. But why not? we're at this point in the game. It's definitely the suicide run. Okay. Let's start by realigning West Germany at +2. And of course we lose an op first. And another op. That was crap. And now they've got a realign on France at +3. I'm going to get reamed. Man, realignments have been total garbage this game. Yeah, I do think the right play is realigns on France here. Yep. Yep. There we go. What the hell? Let's coup Italy. There's NATO effect. Well, that's odd. Oh, USSR can no longer coup in Russia, in Europe. That's good to know. Well then, let's go and coup somewhere else, shall we? In a fit of pique. We're not winning this game, so let's just go coup somewhere. I think the only way we're winning the game now is the Iranian hostage crisis into double terrorism into Aldrich. Well, I hope you had fun watching what was a fairly shocking display by me. So I think here we want to coup Zaire, right? We probably want to use Muslim Revolution to be sure we flip. Marine barracks bombing in the Middle East. Space North Sea oil. Give up on Europe as well now. Yeah, event Iranian hostage crisis because we want double terrorism. Double the chance to pull lone gunmen out their hand for them. But yeah, terrorism and Aldrich. This is going to be bad. But that could be worse. So we use, yeah, we don't want control of the middle of Asia, so yeah, give up on Europe. Event Marine barracks bombing, Space North Sea oil, event Iranian hostage crisis. I'm sure AL7 they'll discard lone gunman. With yeah, okay, fine. I mean, Europe's what it is now. Don't worry about it. If they do, I'm just catching up on cards I've ditched. If they do discard Lone Gunman, turn 10. Oh, nice. Going for control. East German is +1. Do you dare? Do you dare? Goes to the non-battleground instead. Yeah, nice. Nothing to lose. Okay, we event Marine Barracks bombing. Take one out of Israel, one out of Saudi. Yeah, so sorry about that. A world in which... Oh, nice. Okay, now we're toast. Not only to war games, but also to general scoring. I was thinking if we could control Central America as well, 4VP? Why not? Treat yourself. Okay, so let's see. Iranian hostage crisis is gone. We got war games. They ditched Cultural Revolution and Asia scoring. So Reagan bombs Libya. Now, didn't nuclear subs go? Maybe it got reshuffled. Yeah. All right, what do we got? Chernobyl's bad. We don't want to use duck and cover because there's no way they're going to drop DEFCON in the headline. I think we go Junta to take Argentina. Yeah. And they get grain sales. Oh! Does that end the game? Is there anything that gives them 4 VP? Alliance progress only gives them 2. Maybe they'll go into 5-year plan. Yeah, the game's up though. No way to win from here. That Marshall Plan thing was hilarious. Made a stab of it in mid-war, but the wheels did come off fairly quickly. Oh, they're going for it. Oh, so close. Okay, and we will coup Mexico. Do we want to use... Oh, we don't have a throw-up card we can use here. Goes for a coup. Okay. We will respond with Brush War. And we're going to brush on Colombia to get the domination in South America. That also denies them arms race. But they are so far ahead on VP. My goodness, so very far ahead that oh nice. Okay. I mean that's good because we couldn't play anyway. If only there was another way you could take a card out my hand. So yes, we're currently in a hilarious place where the late mid-wall regions look amazingly red, but they're not going to last. And Antonio gets 3 back-to-back action rounds now. So we'll counter coup while we can. 4 back-to-back action rounds actually, because I can't use duck and cover. So good game, well played. You gonna miss some realigns? No. You're fine. Okay, so South America's lost. And they've just got to tackle Africa and the Middle East as well. I don't think I've ever seen 3 consecutive action rounds without being in a trap. So as things stand, 19, 27, 28 including the China card, 5, 9, 14, 24. So they've already won, even before everything else. And aren't going to get Lone Gunman either. So this is a victory procession. Well played, Tonio. Yeah, so I think Marshall Plan was bad, certainly, no doubt. But the 12-ish ops of failed realignments around Europe and Africa were worse. Lone Gunman? Oh well, either or. Classy touch. Well played. Thanks for watching. Do the maths on Marshall Plan and tell me if that did cost me the game. I think in the end, it would have slipped away anyway. So, such is life. Made it to final scoring, though. There we go. Drop nice and back down under 1700. Out of the nosebleed heights for me. Well, don't have another game scheduled, but this is Rutzel. I still have Hanarchi and HD59 to play, and I'll try and set games up with them. It's all games when they're coming, and I'm still waiting to hear from my Saito quarterfinal person. So thanks for watching, and until next time, bye for now.